USA versus Belgium was pathetic from the US. Great for Belgium. I mean, fantastic for them. They played very, very well. And obviously, De Bruyne and Doku didn't start. And that was interesting, but I think it worked really well for them. I just want to talk about the US, how disgustingly bad they were. When you take into account expectations, being a host country, form, like playing really well, topping your group, playing, terrible teams, but still winning your games pretty comfortably. Opposition. Belgium's not the best team in the world. They're not France. They're a good team, but they're not really that great. And the opposition's form, they're not playing well. They got lucky against Senegal. Senegal absolutely threw that away. When you take everything into account, and then you talk about the corruption that was needed to get one of your best players back into the game, the bogus suspension of the red card by FIFA. It wasn't a red card. It should have never been a red card. But at the end of the day, it's bogus that he played in the game too. And that clearly motivated Belgium. This is by far the worst performance out of any team in the World Cup. That was disgustingly bad. And this is why the U.S. will never do anything, because this is what happens, right? They get hyped up. People hype them up after beating Australia and a terrible Paraguay team back then and Bosnia. And people think they're going to do something. And that's why I said earlier in an earlier video that I want to see them play a real team, right? Because defensively, they're not very good, right? They're pretty bad defensively. We saw that. They got completely destroyed in every way, shape, or form. They had 10 minutes of a good game at the start of the second half. That was the only time they played pretty decent. Other than that, they were disgustingly bad. And that's why I'm tired of people always talking about, could the U.S. do something? Or, the U.S. is playing so well. I don't care that they're playing well against Australia. I don't care that they're playing well against Bosnia. They should be playing well against those teams. But every single time they play against a team that actually knows how to play the game correctly and actually has some kind of talent, they get played off the park every single time. Out of the three host nations, they also went out the saddest, right? Canada lost 3-0 to Morocco, but that was pretty flattering to Morocco. It wasn't a 3-0. It shouldn't have been a 3-0 scoreline, right? And then Mexico played their hearts out against England and barely lost. They took England to the brink, right? And by the way, Morocco and England are better than Belgium. So that's pathetic from the United States. And that's why, again, I don't really root for the U.S. I don't root for the U.S. to do that well, but that is not how you grow the sport in the country. I'm sorry. If you think this is a successful tournament for the U.S., you need a reality check. I'm not going to lie, because what's different from 2022 or from 2014 or 2010, right? They get to the round of 16 and they lose, right? They played a little better maybe, but other than that, there's no difference between this team and these other teams, right? They get to the round of 16 and lose. They play a real team and lose. That's what happens.